Hi Pisces, welcome back to my channel, The Herb Lady. I hope this video finds you guys well as can be with all the changes that are upcoming here. I know for some going into fall is a little bit more difficult than others. I know personally for myself, I put it as the weekend states I come alive in the fall time. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get into the details of your reading here. You guys, I changed up some stuff for the month of October. What I'm doing is called a Planetary Times spread. I got this spread out of my Mythic Tarot deck book. The book has a spread called a Planetary Times spread. However, the spread that I'm doing for you guys is a bit remixed for a general reading, and even further remixed for individual readings, you guys. Now, if you guys want to get a copy of this tarot deck for yourselves, I posted a link to the Mythic Tarot deck down in the description box below, as well as a link to The Universe Has Your Back deck by Gabrielle Bernstein in the description box below. Now, getting back to the reading here, the Planetary Times reading is generally about $150 on my Squarespace page. However, I'm running a special on it for $55 for the month of October through to November 15th. So the special ends November 15th, and my $5 and $10 specials are still running until November 15th as well. So if you guys would like, please book a reading on my Squarespace and we can go from there. I think you guys would really enjoy this reading. Please, you guys, I appreciate all of the support that you guys give from the bottom of my heart. For everybody who supports my channel, for everybody who watches my channel, thank you for your support. And for those who are new to my channel, please do not hesitate to subscribe to my channel. Here at The Herb Lady, we talk about subjects such as spiritual ascension, personal development, spiritual development. We talk about herbs, we talk about tarot, and we talk about astrology. And we tie all of these things into helping those who are awakening into their true selves, who are awakening into their light, because this is so important. We need more and more people who are fully awakened into their light, especially in the dark times that we are in, and even further headed into, you guys. It's so needed. Okay, so going from there, you know, please leave a comment in the comment box below. Let me know what you guys thought about the reading. What was your favorite part of the reading? Let me know what planets you guys resonated with the most. So with this Planetary Times reading, basically we're doing a 7-card spread. In each card, we talk about each planet from the sun all the way to Saturn and how these planets are affecting certain parts of Pisces life. Okay, so with that being said, we're going to start with the transits here. And these are the transits are basically the planets moving through signs. So how you guys would usually say like Libra season, or Pisces season, or Virgo season. Basically, those are the times that the sun is in Libra, or the sun is in Pisces, or the sun is in Virgo, and for the amount of time that it's in. So right now, the sun is in Libra, which means, you know, the sun is in Libra until October 23rd. By the time October 23rd gets here, the sun will then transit or transition into Scorpio, and that's where we have Scorpio season. So next we have the planet Mercury, and Mercury is the planet that talks about communication, where you guys constantly hear the term Mercury retrograde. That is the planet there that kind of sends all of the technology into a frenzy when it slow spins. So we have Mercury in Scorpio until October 29th, and it will retrograde into Libra around that time. And then after the retrograde is over, which is around November 4th, it's going to go back into Scorpio. And then we have Venus. Venus, the planet of love. Right now, Venus is in Leo until October 3rd, and then it will transition back into Virgo. Not back into Virgo, it will transition into Virgo as of October 3rd. And then we have Mars in Aries, which is now retrograde. Retrograde does not mean it's spinning backwards. It just means it's spinning slower. So it's in retrograde the entire month of October. We also have Jupiter in Capricorn for the entire month of October. And then we have Saturn in Capricorn for the entire month of October. Now Saturn just came out of a retrograde, which was about all summer long. It went direct yesterday, September 29th. So those are the 7 transits that I'm covering, because those are the 7 planets that we're going to be going over for this reading, Pisces. Make sure you guys keep these planets in mind. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into the reading here. I'm going to pull a message from The Universe Has Your Back deck by Gabrielle Bernstein, and this message will basically be our positive starting point for the reading. It's kind of gonna be, you know, that message that it kind of steers the reading in the direction that is supposed to go in order to give you guys the message that is needed. So let me go ahead and pull a card for Pisces. Alright, so it says, I always trust the direction of the universe and know I am being guided. It looks like a lot of you guys might be seeing dragonflies this upcoming season, or you have been seeing a lot of dragonflies. Personally, for me, I've been seeing dragonflies throughout the summer. Dragonflies to me are usually the sign of the water spirits working very closely with you. And the river spirits is probably calling for you guys to go toward water, go to big, large bodies of water, and just sit there and let the river spirits and let the spirits of the water soothe you. Let water in and of itself soothe you and restore you and refresh you, Pisces. Like it says, trusting in the direction of the universe and know that you're being guided. We don't always just come on tarot. We don't always just come on YouTube for no reason and watch a tarot channel just for entertainment. Well, some of us do. Sometimes most of us are just out here trying to find some general guidance and direction for our lives so that we can figure out what we should do, what's going to help us. Now remember, tarot is not meant to dictate your lives, Pisces. Tarot is not meant to tell you what to do with your lives. Tarot doesn't even interfere with the natural order. Tarot is just sometimes that message from spirit at that particular time that you need to hear in order to proceed with your life, Pisces. So trust the direction that the universe is guiding you in. And for some reason, I get the strong feeling that you guys are being pushed toward a body of water. And even though it is fall, it's a little bit cooler in some parts of the world. That doesn't mean that it's too cold to go toward the water, or that the water is too frozen in order to be able to give you the insight that you need, Pisces. So with that being said, we're going to go ahead and get started and pull some cards for the planetary time spread. We are going to start with the sun. The sun is the card that rules our ego. The sun is who we really are, whereas our ascendant is what we present as. I have a Pisces ascendant, so a lot of the time I present as a Pisces. People take me as being wishy-washy. They take me as being very mutable in nature. But my sun is in Scorpio. It's a very fixed and very concentrated way of being. So for Pisces, we're going to see how the sun in Libra is affecting who you are as a person, as well as the individual goals that you have set for yourself, okay? So let's go ahead and pull a card for the sun. Okay. That was quick. Let me pull the rest of your reading. All right. So for you guys got the death in reverse for the sun. So it looks like basically you guys are trying to hold off on some major changes that are taking place in your life. Like this, it looks like there's major change that's coming, and you guys are doing your best to try to hold off on it or to hold it back. And what it seems like is that, you know, this is either going to manifest in Scorpio season, It seems like what you guys are holding off for Libra season, these goals or these changes that you have set in motion or that you have planned, you're really gonna see some motion in it for Scorpio season. A lot of the time when we talk about death, we're talking about transformation. One version of ourself dies and another version of ourself is born anew. So you guys are holding off. You're trying to hold off on the transformation, but remember, with the natural order of life, if life dictates a certain order, if life dictates a certain event to take place, there's nothing you can do in your power to stop it, Pisces. So even with like you holding off, you're kind of contradicting trusting the direction of the universe. Like it says, trusting the universe in the direction that it puts you in, and with you trying to hold off the direction that the universe is taking you in, the amount of growth that they're trying to take you through, you're kind of working against the guidance that the universe is trying to give you. And it seems like it's temporary, like it's just for the season of Libra, because you probably are feeling that if you allow this drastic change to come about, it's going to upset the harmony and the balance of your situation. But sometimes that's the entire point of the change, is to upset the natural order of the situation so that you can see what truly is for you and what is not for you, Pisces. So with that, we're going to go into the moon transit. Now remember, the moon rules emotions, it rules home, it rules privacy, and the moon is ruled by Cancer. So you see a lot of fourth house activity that the moon affects, and the fourth house is the house of home, it's the house of privacy, all of those things that were just listed, the house of, family. So with the moon, unlike the sun takes about 30 days to go through a sign. The moon typically goes through a sign within 2 to 3 days. So in a 28-day moon cycle, you've already gone through all 12 signs of the zodiac. The moon moves pretty quickly. So we check to see how the moon transits for the entire month of October is affecting Pisces. Remember, we have 2 full moons for the month of October. One is in Aries tomorrow, October 1st. The other one is in Taurus, which is October 31st, or on Halloween. So we're going to see how the moon is affecting Pisces here. So it looks like Pisces, for you guys are definitely in the space of shedding some toxic habits here. And the fact that you have like Scorpio and Capricorn here, what it could be telling me is that, you could possibly, be seeing the effects of your life take place through dealing with the Scorpio or dealing with the Capricorn. You could have a Capricorn who probably has you in your emotions, who has you deep in your emotions, or your experiences with a Capricorn is literally taking you to a place where you're trying to shed toxic traits or toxic feelings about you. A lot of the time when you see the devil in reverse, that's when, this point you see the couple that's dancing. As you can see, the devil hardly even holds on to them. He's not even really, he plays the music. They make the choice to dance to the music of the devil. They make the choice to dance to the toxicity. But when it's in the reverse, it's almost like they can finally, stop dancing, take the collar off their neck and say, fuck this. I would rather not engage in this. This is not working out to my benefit. So what you guys are probably going to see on an emotional level is that some of the things that you have been engaging in consciously, or this behavior where you're trying to constantly hold off change and hold off and pushing off change for your benefit, you're going to see that shit's not working for you, and you're literally going to take the collar off and you're going to say, fuck this, and free yourselves from detrimental behavior, Pisces, from toxic behavior, because it's definitely not benefiting you, and it prolongs the process of your personal growth, Pisces. So we're going to get into Mercury. Now remember, Mercury is in Scorpio. And Scorpio is the sign that really doesn't like to reveal all its cards or put all its cards on the table. Mercury is ruled by Gemini and it's ruled by Virgo. Mercury speaks to communication. It's communication, intellect, travel, technology, philosophy, abstract thinking, abstract thoughts, and then also education and career to a certain extent. We're also going to see a retrograde at some point in October, which ends around November 3rd, you guys. So we're going to see how the energy of Mercury is affecting Pisces for the month of October. So it looks like Mercury definitely is bringing in a message, especially with it being in Scorpio. The Knight of Cups represents a youngish person, somebody who's in their 20s, maybe to early 30s, who is coming your way on their horse. This person is very charming, very charismatic, and they're bringing in a message for you guys for October. They can either be offering up a cup of love. You can see somebody coming to you with a love offer. They're finally communicating how they've been feeling about you for X amount of time. This could, possibly be the Scorpio. It could be a Scorpio who you guys have been dealing with in your conscious everyday, life, who is finally bringing in a message of love to you guys. Or just the fact that, in Mercury in Scorpio is finally giving you guys the peace. It's giving you the strength and to be able to communicate your true feelings to a significant other. So, that's what it's looking like that Mercury is going to bring for you guys. You guys are about to see a message of love. You're about to see a confession of sorts take place. And it's going to be unexpected. But you guys, it seems like it'll definitely be a message that has you guys leaping for joy, because as you can see, like the fish down here, he's damn near leaping out of the water. And it's also going to be healing because the lavender that is in the corner, and it's going to be refreshing. It's going to be a healing and refreshing message that comes in that Mercury is bringing for you guys. So we're gonna get it with that being covered. We're gonna get into Venus. Venus is the planet that rules love, one of the great benefics, along with Jupiter. Now, with that being said, what is a benefic planet? A benefic planet is a planet that brings in good fortune, good luck, and positive change. But also, like any benefic planet, as quickly as they bring it in is as quickly as they will snatch it out. And the reason why they'll snatch it out is because of the fact if you are bringing in negative karma into something that Venus has rewarded you with, Venus will not only take away what it is that you are abusing, they will bring you a relationship that feeds the exact same energy that you fed into the previous relationship. Or, the tables will turn with your partner and you will get to be on the receiving end of what you were once dishing out. So with that being said, we're going to look at how the Venus transit into Virgo is going to affect Pisces. Now, granted, this is Pisces opposition sign. So, you guys might have a little bit of a harder time finding your right foot with Venus transitioning into Virgo here. So, but it looks like you guys are going to be freed from a certain thought process or from something that's been weighing on you heavy. So it looks like with Venus and Leo, with just all of the drama, it put you guys in a mental space where you just felt trapped and you felt like hurt and you just felt like your mind could not come up out of this space that kept you in a hole. So with it transitioning into Virgo, it looks like you guys are getting that relief and you're going to be in a position where you're finally able to, like the devil here, take the collar off and say, fuck this. This is my life. I can make those changes that are beneficial for me. I don't have to think like this because thinking like this is only putting me at a detriment. So you guys for Venus transitioning into Virgo with more of that stability coming in means more stable thinking coming in. So your thoughts are going to stabilize. They're not going to be so up in the air. They're not going to be so heightened to the point where you feel trapped in your own head. You will not be feeling the essence of being haunted by your demons or haunted by past thoughts with this transition taking place. And keep in mind, Venus transitions into Virgo October 3rd, okay? And probably with Mercury, with that message coming in with the Knight of Cups, you know, that may be a source of relief for you guys as well. So with that being said, we're going to go over into Mars. And remember, Mars is at home in Aries right now, but it's in a retrograde, which means that it's moving slow. It's leaving room to ponder upon frustrations, to let shit sit and simmer, or spontaneously combust, depending on, you know, how your natal chart looks. With Mars rules aggression, it rules conflict, it rules confrontation, it also rules where we need to be more assertive in our lives. So we are going to take a look here at how Mars is affecting Pisces for the month of October. All right, so you guys, the Mars in Aries kind of has you at the standpoint of the Magician in reverse. So the first thing that I'm getting is that with Mars being in retrograde, you guys are feeling like the Magician, like you're capable of doing anything and you have all of the tools at your feet. But because it's in the reverse, you guys are feeling like you don't know how to utilize those tools to your advantage or how to optimize the usage of your tools. You guys are also feeling indecisive about the paths, which path you should take in using your tools, Pisces. So it seems like in areas of conflict, you guys are gifted with very great tools and vast tools on how to deal with conflict, on how to deal with all-out war. But you guys are hesitant in using those tools because it seems like you're definitely one of the, Pisces is definitely one of the types where instead of, you know, dealing with it head on, Pisces would rather shift to the side in order to avoid confrontation, in order to avoid head-on conflict. Whereas, you know, Aries is definitely all about facing that shit head on, but Pisces is definitely like, I'd rather not, it's not really my thing, I'm more mutable, let me just be flowy and go with the flow. And Mars is really saying, no, you have all of the tools to be able to deal with conflict correctly, to be able to deal with conflict in a healthy manner. Right now is the time to utilize them. But with it being in retrograde, you guys are probably experiencing that energy where you are with the tools, you're kind of inspecting the tools, looking at them, trying to figure out how to use them to your best benefit and figure out the path that you should take in terms of using these tools. But just know, Pisces, you guys are blessed with the grand amount of tools, your intuition being one of them, which represents the cup down here. You guys are able to pick up on emotions in the room immediately. And then when you talk about the wand that the Magician also holds, you guys are able to utilize that wand in combination with the cup to pick up on the energy in the room, to pick up on how to proceed with the energy. And then even in terms of the sword and the pentacle, which speaks to air and earth energy, you guys are mutable. You know how to move yourself in between energies and be able to really come down to somebody's level in order to be able to get your point across and relate to them and be empathetic of their point, Pisces, and really dissolve and diffuse conflict. So you guys are blessed with that. Utilize that. All right. So going into Jupiter. Now with Jupiter, like I said, Jupiter is in Capricorn right now. Jupiter is in a planet that it does not really mess with too closely, because Capricorn is ruled by Saturn. Saturn rules limitations and restrictions. Jupiter wants to expand and breathe and, you know, travel and do his thing and be free. And it's in a sign that does not want to hear none of that. Like, Capricorn is about being disciplined, buckling down, putting in the work. And Jupiter is just like, I want to travel and do me. And Jupiter is also, you know, co-ruled by Pisces as well as Sagittarius, both mutable signs. So we're going to see how Jupiter is affecting Pisces for the month of October. And what it looks like is that, you know, with the Page of Wands in reverse here, you guys are probably going to be, for some reason, I feel like it's that immature mindset where you guys want to like run from everything. You don't want to deal with anything right now, which is why you're looking at Death in reverse, where it's calling upon you to make those vital changes within yourself. For Jupiter, Jupiter is expanding that feeling where you don't want to do it. Like, it's just expanding that fleeting energy where you guys are just like, fuck this. I don't want to do any of this shit. And you guys are definitely just feeling like it's not a thing for you right now. Trying to expand and grow and put in the work. You're just spiritually, you don't feel like you want to do it. But remember, Pisces, it's just a feeling. Like, Mars has already equipped you with all the tools to do it, to undergo transformation. Remember, Scorpio is co-ruler to Mars. Scorpio is the part of the war that you cannot see. And Pisces, given the fact that you guys are spiritual beings, you guys spiritually can more than likely feel more than any other sign the spiritual warfare that is taking place behind the scenes here. And with Mars gifting you with all of the tools to be able to fight the spiritual warfare, you guys, Jupiter is just having you guys feel like you don't want to do it. But your message is saying to trust the universe and work with the universe, because the universe is not going to steer you wrong at this point. The universe is not going to take you into a place where harm befalls you. You guys have to step up to the plate. Jupiter is making you feel like you don't want to because Jupiter is at its fall right now. But remember, Jupiter being at its fall is just temporary. Jupiter is eventually going to transition out of Capricorn, and then it's going to go into Aquarius, and then it's going to go into Pisces. And probably by that point, when it does go into Pisces, you got to be ready. So, you know, with that being said, let's go ahead and transition onto Saturn. Once again, Saturn's in Capricorn right now. It's at home with its home energy. So Saturn is definitely operating at its fullest. Saturn is the ruler of restriction and limitation. Saturn is Father Time. He is like that cantankerous grandfather who always sees, you know, all of the mistakes that you make. He sees what you feel like is the worst in you. But if he sees that you're trying to work on it and make it better, Saturn will work with you. And Saturn, we work with Saturn, and Saturn works with you. And Saturn will give you so many rewards and so many benefits from actually putting in the work, because that's really all that Saturn is asking for. Genuinely put in the work, genuinely try to make shit happen for yourself, and Saturn will help you and put you on his wings and get you to the rest, you guys. So Saturn is one malefic planet that comes with great gains and great benefits if you put in the work. All right, so we're gonna see how Saturn is affecting Pisces for the month of October. All right, so with the ace, like, even though it came out in reverse, a lot of the time with aces, I feel like there really isn't a reverse. I feel like reverse is a matter of perspective on all the cards, but especially with aces, because aces is always new opportunities. And with Saturn, like, it seems like Saturn, I feel like with Pisces, what you guys are feeling like is that Saturn is restricting for you to be able to create new opportunities, new creative and spiritual opportunities. You're kind of looking at it as like your opportunities are restricted from what you can actually pursue and create, when that couldn't be further from the case. Saturn is restricting how you go about creating those new opportunities. And yes, Saturn may have a restriction taking place for you guys spiritually in some arenas, but that probably more than likely is for your protection, because you guys are not evolved enough yet in order to go about those arenas that you want to create new opportunities in. So Saturn is definitely probably restricting certain areas because you have refused to level up. You have not done the work in order to level up yet. So Saturn is asking for you to give more attention to yourself, to trust the universe, to be guided, to take guidance, and to pay attention so that he can level you up. Because he's not restricting your level up. You're restricting it yourself by refusing to level up. He's not restricting your process of creating new opportunities. Saturn wants you to work toward what you deserve. He wants you to put in the work. And he loves when you decide to start new and fresh and stick with it. But he cannot award you with that if you are not putting in the work. You cannot ask to receive something that you have not yet put in the work to receive yet. So Pisces, that's your reading. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Like I said, leave a comment in the comment box below. Let me know what your favorite part of the reading was, what planet you related the most to, and just your general thoughts about this reading. If you felt like it was awesome, let me know. If you felt like it was not so awesome, let me know. I'm always here for constructive criticism. I'm always down for it, you guys. So that was your reading for the month of October. You guys take care of yourselves, stay hydrated, mind your business out in these streets. You know, stay ready so you don't have to get ready. Okay, I love you guys. Take care of yourselves. Follow me on Instagram at the Herb Lady. I'll talk to you guys later. Ashe.